Hey, it's Reid Hall here from Reid's Workouts. What I'm giving you today is a plyometrics routine that I use with my volleyball players that make them more technically efficient jumpers. It's not uncommon for me to get a volleyball player and test their jump touch at the beginning of the session and then test it again at the end of the session and they're touching 2 to 3 inches higher. Well, is it because they got stronger throughout the session? Well, not really, because it was only one session. It's because they're getting more technically efficient. The things that we're going to focus on in this exercise progression is how to properly get into the loaded position, how to get out of that loaded position and up fast, as quickly as possible, and then how to properly land so we don't cause so much stress on our knees.
Drop to load is the first exercise in the progression. This exercise focuses on properly getting into the loaded position. As you step off the box, you want to prepare your body so you're going to be in the most optimal loaded position. Perform one set of 12 repetitions with 5 to 10 seconds rest in between each repetition. As you step off the box, you want to prepare your hands early. Your arms should be set behind your back before your feet make contact with the ground. When your feet make contact with the ground, it should be your toes, heels, your knees should have a slight bend, your knees should be pointing outwards, and your back should be at slightly greater than a 45-degree angle. Have your athletes pause in the loaded position for 2 seconds and you can evaluate their posture. The second exercise is load to extend. In this exercise, we're going to focus on moving out of the loaded position and utilize our power sources as optimally as possible. Perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions and take 30 seconds rest between each set. In the initial position, my arms lead the movement. My arms get powerfully driven forward and up. As my arms cross my hips, I simultaneously extend through my ankles, my knees, and I move my hips up and forward. So my arms lead the movement. So our major power sources is an arm drive, extension from our ankles, my knees, and moving my hips up and forward. In this exercise, I give the kids one focus each set. This set, we're going to focus on a powerful arm drive. The next set, we're going to focus on powerfully moving our hips up and forward. Pick one focus at a time. The third exercise is called jump pause. In this exercise, we're essentially connecting the dots between exercise 1 and 2. You'll perform 3 sets of 8 repetitions of this exercise and rest for 45 seconds between sets. The focus of this exercise is exploding out of the loaded position using the technical cues that were in the previous exercise. When we land, we want to land soft and we also want to land in our loaded position. As I land, my toes hit the ground followed by my heels and I descend into a semi-squat. As I'm landing, my arms should already be prepared. So when I land, I'm landing soft and I'm landing in our loaded position that we focused on in the first exercise. The fourth exercise we're going to focus on is continuous jumps. Perform 4 sets of 8 repetitions with 30 seconds rest between each set. The focus in this exercise is be able to get up fast and be able to land efficiently so it doesn't cause stress on our knees and land in a way that we can get into our loaded position really quickly and efficiently. From your loaded position, you're going to explode up into a powerful jump. As you're landing, you got to prepare your body to get into the loaded position. As I'm landing, I'm setting my arms back. I'm going to land with my toes followed by my heels and descend in a slight semi-squat with my knees pushed out. As soon as I hit my loaded position, I'm getting up as fast as possible. There is little transition time between me getting in my loaded position and me getting up into the air. Drop to box jump is the 5th and final exercise in the series. You're going to perform 6 sets of 4 repetitions. You'll rest at least 1 minute between each set. I don't want your athletes getting exhausted. I want them to feel powerful and technical for every repetition that they perform. The focus on this exercise is optimally landing in our loaded position and then getting up as fast as possible. Make sure the box that your athletes are landing on is at least 6 inches below their max jump. We do not need any athletes getting injured. In fact, you can perform this exercise without a box to land onto. But now your athletes need to focus on landing soft. So when their toes hit the ground, followed by their heels, they need to descend in a semi-squat and get in the loaded position to take the stress off their knees.
I hope that you'll be able to apply this plyometrics routine into your training or your team's training. The best possible time to be doing this routine is at a time of the year where your competition volume isn't super high, because that's when you can make the most differences, you can get more technically efficient, and you have time to recover from all the jumping. Anyways, once again, I'm Reid Hall from Reid's Workouts, and I want to design the structure to your training so that you're training the most efficient way possible. I want to make you a healthier athlete. I want to make you faster, jump higher, have a more powerful arm swing. I want to do all of this so it's assembled into training phases that lead you towards your goals and that works around your practice and competition schedule. Learn more about Reid's Workouts at www.reids-workouts.com. Anyways, get strong and stay technical.